my dear Sagittarius. Welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. Welcome if you're new to this space. And if you've been coming and popping in to say, hey, welcome back. We are doing another love reading this week. For those of you, you're not worried about love. You're not really having questions about that. It's going well. Or you're not dealing with anyone, I also post every week shorts related to general energy. And for this week, it's career, money, and fortune. So if you're interested in that, check out the shorts tab on my channel and it'll take you to the world of shorts related to every sign, just related to energy, what you're working through as it relates to you, okay? Now let's get into this. I have a placement on the table for the connection between you, Sagittarius, and the person that you're dealing with, whether you are separated or together or at the brink of separation. It's really about whoever's on your mind and your heart, okay? But as you know, when you are in a connection with someone, when we are in a connection with someone, we tend to channel for each other. So cross watchers especially recognize that these energies can be switched around, especially if you are connected in a way that you're channeling for each other. And as a matter of fact, because of the cards that are out on the table this week for your connection, Sagittarius, there is some type of twin flame, deeper soul thing here between you and this person. So the first card that is out here is, well, actually the first one that popped out is self-love. And what this says is love yourself first. And Sagittarius, I'll come over to you in just a moment after I describe what this connection is right now. But I am feeling a strong sense that right now, Sagittarius, with everything that's happened, whether you're still with the person that you are having on your mind or your heart or separated, you're really hyper-focused on being healthy. You just want to get your affairs in order right now. And so I think the self-love thing is a really important thing for you. And as a matter of fact, this connection has probably been some type of catapult for you to really address some things that you're ready to confront and work on. We'll get into that more in just a moment. In this connection, though, it has felt like a twin flame connection, psychic connection, telepathic. It's felt deeper than just this world. This connection that you have with this person has felt very divinely orchestrated. And whether you are separated or you are together, you feel this person at a deep level and they feel you too. Because again, this twin flame is out here and you recognize this. You know this soul that mirrors your own is what it says at the bottom of this card. But there's another important thing out here though too, as it relates to your soul's healing, your soul's growth. It says the universe is talking to you, signs and clues. So in this connection, there has been some things that have come about, some hard conversations, some interesting actions, some very important milestones in this connection that has awakened you to the fact that this person is in your life in some way related to the unfoldment of your spirit. Now, you know what that means for you because it looks different on different people. It's unique to everyone, but you are aware, whether you have moved on and you're not even in this connection, wherever you are in the world, Sagittarius, you know that whoever this person is, they awaken something within you. But for some of you who are separated right now, there is this rekindling that likely is going to take place, okay? And it says, an old flame returns. I just saw this next card that I'm going to show you beneath the rekindle card is third party, okay? It says, you may be dealing with a karmic situation. And what this feels like is that you likely have probably had suspicions about this other person, Sagittarius, about them having a third party connection, or maybe in your life right now, there's someone around that you kind of want to explore or you want to experience. And that's kind of been a confusing thing in the backdrop of your life, is that you have this person that you have this soul connection with, that feels like a twin flame kind of thing. But then, the world is calling to you. There's someone else that likely you probably are interested in. Or again, as I said before, you probably have had suspicion that the person that you are dealing with has been intertwined in third party, but that's way kind of off in the distance. Maybe just for a couple of you, that's not out here on the table at all. It's just that when I pulled this card, I see this card beneath it. And so I felt this nudge to address that and make sure that we bring that to the space, that could be something that you've been working through and trying to make sense of as well in this connection. So this reading is going to go a little bit deeper. And everything that I'm saying, Sagittarius, I want you to know that I'm saying it tenderly. Cross watchers, I want you to know that I'm saying this tenderly. And I will never deny the cards that are out here, but I know that I can be conscious about how I communicate the word and communicate the message to you. So that is my intention here. I say all of that prefacing stuff because there are potentially some abandonment issues that are being brought to the surface in this connection, some deep familial trauma, or situations that have been at the root of some of the turbulence in this connection. And I say that tenderly because those things are really challenging and they're really hard to confront. And Sagittarius, if you or your person have been doing a wonderful job of high function masking that throughout life, to hear about something like that in a reading can be really, really challenging. So I just want to send that out there, that kind of trigger warning that there's kind of a theme of that. And so that words related to trauma and things like that likely will come up as I'm describing what I'm sensing and feeling, what's on the table. So the Empress popped out first. And when I confirmed the energy for lovely Empress here, I think of the Empress as the mother. And then on your side, the father is here, the Emperor, but we'll come over to you in just a moment. But it's interesting because the mother and the father are out here on the table as it relates to this connection. So for you, or for the person that you are dealing with and you're working through this energy with, there has been some challenges related to the surfacing of things related to the family. Someone has had some abandonment issues in their family dynamic, in their childhood. It could be that the mother abandoned them. It could be that there hasn't been a lot of love or connection related to mother, father, or caregiver in the connection or in the family. So it's more deep rooted in this soul connection between the two of you. But because of that, any action to really move forward and to grow this thing has kind of been challenging. It's kind of been a little bit of a battle. Like it feels like there are these blocks here because there is a deep issue with rejection here, abandonment here at the root. And someone in this connection, it could be you, Sagittarius, but I'm sensing that there's a theme of it in your partner. Let me pause, slow down. You all are mirroring each other quite a bit. So that's another interesting thing that I'm working through, because what your partner is working through related to childhood stuff, you also have some of the same wounds too. And I think, as a matter of fact, that is what has brought you together in this connection, okay? But because of those deep-rooted things that you went through in your past relationships that stem from how you understood love in the family, this goes for you, Sagittarius, and the person you're dealing with, there has been a guarding of that and a protecting of the thing that really hurts, that abandonment, that feeling left out, that not really getting the kind of proper love and care that you need in this connection. So there's a lot of protection of that, and that has made it hard for things to just grow and move forward. Growth and forward movement, the creator of things, the life giver of things in action. But definitely there has been some abandonment, and that has probably resulted in the relationship connection a distance, a sense of emotional distance, spiritual distance at times that has emerged in this connection. Okay, then I come on over to you, my lovely Sagittarius, and I got some oracle cards out here to get an idea, get some words, some language for what is going on in your heart right now. And so some of the cards that popped out are as follows. I am becoming a better person. You, in your true intention of your heart, you're working through some things. With this connection, for those of you that are apart, I want to feel that way again, because you and this person do have something very soul deepening, soul connecting thing. And I've been seeing that for a couple of signs. You and I were too young. So with this rekindle thing, there could be a connection here, a dynamic here, where you've been thinking about someone from the past that helped you overcome some things, and you know that it was a soul connection. And now here you are, having an opportunity to have a conversation about rekindling, because back then you all were too young. Maybe not exactly in biological age, but in perception and thinking, hadn't had as many experiences that informs how love can grow and show up. And so here you are looking into that. Were we too young back then? Maybe we can give it another try, because Sagittarius, you've changed, and you suspect that that other person has changed as well. I feel you, even though we are apart. For those of you who are separated right now, you miss this person somewhere deep inside of you. You're probably doing a wonderful job of getting through your day, working on your tasks, being the wonderful parent, caregiver, friend, cousin that you are, being the wonderful craftsman that you are, whatever it is that you do. But in your life, you still feel the connection of this person. And the final one out here is, I hope that you can forgive me one day. So it's likely, or it could be, that someone ghosted someone in this connection at some point or another, or there was a process of ghosting, coming in, coming back out, emerging, going back out. Okay. I'm not seeing that a whole lot, but because I hope you can forgive me one day, I'm sensing that with abandonment issues, oftentimes there can be a discertainty or an uncertainty about a committed relationship, because the fear of being left, the fear of being without. And so that could be something that you're working through and you have had to go through with this person. You're hoping for forgiveness nevertheless, whether you come back together or not. The first card out for you was the Page of Cups. This is a lightness, right? Sagittarius, it feels like you probably really wanted to connect with this person and build something with this person. But then the Four of Wands, that signifies belonging, relationship, security, and the dynamic commitment at some level, this popped out reverse. And so it feels like maybe this person shared with you that they wanted all of these loving things, all of this beautiful, glorious life that they wanted with you, and then they fell short of providing that because maybe they ghosted or they got defensive, got into this weird kind of protection mode, and it kind of got weird. Or maybe you, Sagittarius, you do deeply have this desire for this person, but maybe you have some things that you're still working out and you're not sure how you could have or how you can really deliver on the things that you say that you really want with this person. But nevertheless, in this connection, there has been some very important things that have recently become clear to you. And it could be just related to your own stuff, your own stuff that you're working with or working through. Or it could be that as you've had time to really think about things, or you've had some conversations, you have become clear about what the person you're dealing with is working through, or just what their true intentions are. You're awakened to that now. There may have been a hard truth that has came forth, and you are looking for something to make this right. Maybe you're looking for an apology. And so for right now, you're taking a pause out and you're focused on your structure, your growth. You're focused on the things that are related to family, maybe to the father wound that you need to heal, and you're taking a beat to process that. But nevertheless, you are still focused on your growth with the Nine of Pentacles here, your luxury, having your abundance, being independent. And it feels like right now you're hyper focused on that. You're clear about that. So especially for the people who are apart, you're really focused on healing, growing, finding truth. Beneath your deck here is this is a energy of restoration. This is an energy of renewal here. And so you're really focused on just healing, growing, shining in your life, and having all that you wish for. Here are two nines here. You want to come to your own self-completion first, maybe before you can invite love in and do the family thing. And maybe that's why this Four of Wands is in reverse, is because you just need a little bit more time. Through this connection, you realize that maybe you do want more time to heal some things and take a pause or to slow down. You've become clear. The person that you're dealing with also is becoming clear about some things as well. The oracle cards that are out here is they are grateful for the spiritual lesson, whether apart or together. This person has a very interesting way of going into their defense. This is the relationship card for you, but their side of it, they tend to hide behind material things. They also feel like they messed everything up in this connection. Maybe they feel like the fault is theirs for why you all aren't coming together. They're still trying to make sense of it, but they can't stop thinking about you. And that's a very important theme here. They do tend to hide behind material things, but they're kind of coming out of their own delusion about that. They're also in their process of growing, but they don't feel fulfilled with you. This may have come out in the card in the reading last week, but this World card is out here. They're not exactly feeling completely clear about what this connection is, especially for those of you who are separated, but they're growing in that. But they definitely do have some deep rejection and abandonment issues that have surfaced because of this connection, because of the challenging things that you've had to address, and they're working through ego and pride. They're protecting the fact that they feel vulnerable, they feel abandoned, and they have some deep stuff that they're working through. So they hide behind it, they guard it. They probably try to call you bluff. They probably try to, make it seem like they don't need you or don't need anyone, but this person is working through some deep wounds, and they're going to be going on their own process of healing, but they are kind of becoming clear, but also in a very protective way. It does not feel like this person is growing as naturally, and as this person that you're dealing with is not in the same growth flow as you. They're still kind of spinning a little bit because of what has happened. But there is this overarching theme that someone wants to rekindle, someone wants to come back together. But right now, it's like, it kind of feels like there's going to be some time that is needed here. Free will, divine choice though. I'm just a reader, I don't know a whole lot, but it definitely feels like you're not exactly on the same frequency in terms of how you're healing the deep-rooted things right now, because they're still kind of probably putting work before it. They're still probably masking. They're still probably not vulnerable enough to say, I'm scared, I'm hurting, I'm a broken person, I'm damaged, I don't know how to do love yet, but I want to learn. They're probably not there. But Sagittarius, you're probably getting more, you're more confronting that in this time away if you're separated than this other person right now. That is what I have for you, my lovely Sagittarius. If this reading felt healthy and good to you and you like the space, I'd love for you to join the family and subscribe. If you can't do all of that, you just needed to pop in and get a quick little reading, and you chose me, I am incredibly grateful. And I hope I get to see you next week in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. Take care of yourselves, love cups. Bye.